been UK policy for decades that Iran can never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. Over the weekend, the US removed to alleviate that threat. Now, we need to make sure that the ceasefire holds and seize this opportunity to stabilise the region and get Iran back round the negotiating table with the United States. With the UK at the forefront, NATO allies have agreed a new defence investment pledge, raising defence and security spending to 5% of GDP by 2035, making NATO stronger, fairer and more lethal than ever. While we work to lower the temperature in the Middle East, we will not for a moment lose focus on Ukraine, whose people endured further Russian strikes overnight and for many nights consecutively. Nor will we lose focus on the rising threats to Euro-Atlantic security. So under the NATO new definitions, we estimate that we will reach at least 4.1% of GDP in 2027, keeping the British people safe and strengthening our leadership in NATO even further. Well, on the question of Ukraine, the position in NATO has not changed, nor has my position changed. In fact, over the last couple of days, I would say in my discussions with leaders, there's been a real resolve that now is the time to push again to get Putin to the table for the unconditional ceasefire. President Zelensky has, for many weeks now, indicated his willingness to go to an unconditional ceasefire. Now is the time for Putin, who's been dragging his heels, to come to the table. I think it's fair to say the mood of pretty well all participants in the session in NATO that we've just had in the summit was, on the one hand, of sort of positivity and resolve and purpose in relation to the commitment we've made and the strength and unity of NATO, but at the same time recognising that we need to now push harder on Ukraine, and I think that reflects the mood in the room, and that it's time for